Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Diamond in the Rough. Down here in the bottom right hand side we have one of the most creative Terran players out there. A mastermind of base trades, tech units, and a man who loves his gas. In the bottom right, it's Ruff. Gonna be going up against Validity Gaming's Orion in the top left hand side. This is once again another very recent replay, and I saw basically Banshees in the title of this replay, and I was like, say no more. I want to see what the heck is going to happen here as he thinks about going for that very early gas first and then changes his mind. Obviously, last week's Diamond in the Rough episode, what did we see from Ruff? For those of you who weren't here, we saw Ruff do a really cool opening, and I can't remember what the initial push was actually, but I think it might have been like Hellion Ghost or something like that, and then he went Banshees, and they did nothing. They got spotted by observers and shut down, and the whole early game was a disaster for Ruff. And he did a great job to kind of come back and actually make a match out of it, but he was playing from way behind all game, where it was almost a foregone conclusion. And that was because his early game did not pay off. So I saw Banshees in the title for this, and immediately tweaked my interest because I'm like, it looked bad. The Banshees didn't look good last time. On the other hand, Banshees are one of the highest damage units in the game. So, fingers crossed, he's going to actually get some damage, some mileage out of those Banshees, whereas I think he killed like 3 probes and a few Stalkers and lost every Banshee last time. So, it's going to be cool to see. Banshees, of course, are actually, like I said, one of the highest damage units, also super mobile. No! You little tryhard, Ruff! Oh my god, Protoss players do this with a pylon sometimes. I've never seen a Terran do that with a depot. That is adorable. He completely blocks the gas. Look, the probes have to go all this way around until they kill that depot. So this is actually wasting a lot of mining time. As long as Ruff cancels it, gets most of the money back. And even though he loses the SCV, that does mess up the mining of the Protoss, slows down any potential tech that could come out. That's a very cool move. You'll see players like Haas do that sometimes, you know. They'll kind of go, oh, look, there's a hole here. Put a pylon down, and they'll block a few of the workers. What's really sick is if you catch it where you actually can pylon block like there and block a worker or two in the patch. And if you get that off, it's super damage. Like, because they kind of got to pull a lot of workers to kill the pylon. Otherwise, they've got workers trapped behind it for the next few minutes. Orion's going to go sentry first for scouting. On the other side, Ruff is going for the early bunker on the natural, a couple of Marines. And this was the gasless expand into the gas and then the second gas. Yeah. So he likes to do this, just get 4 Marines in a bunker out front, and then, of course, wall off. I think the favorite one, which I saw once or twice and he's never done since then, was 2 factory tank, 2 barracks ghost, and just macroing up from there and using it really defensively. EMPs plus siege tanks, pretty good versus blink stalkers, apparently. But he hasn't returned that one, and I'm kind of sad for me. I feel like I'm such a fan of that particular build. I was like, this is so cool. But he probably sent me the replay of the one time, or uploaded it, since normally I get it from his replay packs, the one time where it worked, right? And then it never worked again, and he was like, yeah, that's not actually good. Hallucinated Phoenix, that's a very early scout for Orion, so not going to be surprised by anything Ruff's doing. And Hallucinated Phoenix. Not really too much to scout just yet, though. Factory plus reactor does look like it might be a Hellion swap. Phoenix is going to be around for another 15 seconds, so it could hang around to confirm that, and very quick gases on the natural. Yeah, Orion comes back as like, okay, it's either double Widow Mine or double Hellion production. And the Robo on the way for safety. Probably going to take at least one of these natural gases and then move on towards the third base. And very light on the units is Orion, which is a wise decision. When you know your opponent's open gasless, they've got Marines with no upgrades, no Reapers. I mean, what the heck can they bloody do? They could walk some Marines across, try to build a bunker. Okay, straight into these Banshees, I guess, but also Ghosts. And Widow Mines. Okay, well, if we think about it, EMP is the highest damage spell in terms of immediate impact in the entire game, because it knocks... Ooh, actually, I don't know the numbers on it. Is it 100? Does EMP knock 100 shields off a unit, or is it 150? I think it's 100. 100 shields or 100 energy. Which is why you need 3 EMPs to knock all the shields off an Archon. I say that, and I'm sure those in the comments are potentially correcting me, but I think that's correct. I'll update you guys as we go up. I'll Google it on my phone as we progress this game. What can I say? Checking the numbers here. But at the same time, it's why you can only knock half the energy off of a spellcaster, because they always have 200 energy. So I assume it's the same shield damage as everyone else. I say as I frantically Google EMP SC2. Oh, Observer's gonna see what's up. Observer sees the ghost coming out, and Widow Mines, and a wall off. Okay, so... Okay, we'll have to double check that one really quickly. Yeah, EMP Round is the technical name of it. Did you guys know that? EMP Round. And basically, yeah, it's 100 shields and 100 energy. So also cloaked units are revealed for 10 seconds. Or 7 seconds when playing with faster speed. Okay, that hasn't been updated in years then, because the time is coherent now. Oh, Hyperflight Rotors, guys! Not only cloak for the Banshees, but also Hyperflight Rotors. That gives them a massive speed boost. It means the Banshees become almost as fast as Mutalisks. Now, Banshees, like I said, already one of the highest damage units in the game. Way higher damage than Mutalisks, though they can only shoot ground units. So, obviously a Phoenix, Mutalisk, that sort of unit can shut them down pretty hard. As a Protoss, the favorite thing to defend is usually a few Phoenix and an Oracle, because the Oracle can tag the Banshees, and then you can get them. The problem Protoss that rely on Observers have, and I've had this problem myself, is that your Observers can't keep up pace with Speed Banshees. So the Speed Banshees can always just run away. Now you add EMP. EMP not only reveals Observers, it's also going to immediately knock half the shields off Stalkers. So a Stalker becomes an 80 hit point unit. And by the way, is that... 2 Stalkers already just died there. Okay, a little sloppy from Orion. I mean, you're wasting some money, but... Oh, EMP! Okay, yes, this is the combo I was talking about. And another one. Yeah, EMP. And look, it's just a bunch of Hellions, which already aren't the worst thing in the world because it's such a small number of Stalkers, but the Banshees, look how quick they kill them. Oh! So it's 3 shots to kill a Stalker from the Banshees once the EMP lands. So yeah, this is a huge combo against Stalkers and Archons, which are the only real ground-based anti-air Protoss has. And Archons are 95%. I don't know the actual number. It's like 10 hit points, 300 shields. So Archons are the vast majority, even more than 95% shields. So essentially, your ground-based responses to the Banshees are actually very limited. You can do it if you can either get rid of the ghosts or have just enough stuff that the EMP doesn't hit everything. For now, Protoss is ahead economically, does have 8 gateways. Oh, static defense backing it up as well. Cannons going up everywhere. You've got a couple of Immortals and Charge Lots in there that'll help out. I don't think Ruff can take this fight. Scanning that? Yeah, get the hell out of there. Wait, that's Mass Sentry. Orion? Hello? Hello, Mass Sentry? I mean, Guardian Shield's really nice. Banshees have 2 attacks and all, but you realize there's EMP, right? Getting a unit that offers nothing but its spells against Ghost. Probably not a unit you want to have more than 1 or 2 of in your army. Banshees. Oh, takes out the cannon. And check it out. Orion can't see them. And look how quickly they kill these Stalkers. The 4 Banshees just 2-shotting Stalkers, taking out a bunch of other units. But an Observer does get recalled. They're going to have to get out of there. Run! Run. Oh, those Stalkers. Okay, they'd already used their blink. And the Banshees, you see how fast they are at getting out of there. Only 1 Banshee's gone down for 13 Stalkers so far in this game. This is awesome for Ruff, but a lot of cannons here. So Ruff not going to find any more. He does scan though, sees that there's an opening, so he's going to go and try and work this angle in the bottom left. He doesn't realize there's a 4th base going up down there, so that would be an easy snipe. Gets a few probes extra here as well. Already up to 6 workers killed. Not a massive amount, but the Banshee's definitely being a nuisance. And those Stalkers, there's not that many of them right now. There's 11 Stalkers, and anytime they come to an edge like that, look how quickly they go down. So if you can get 8 Banshees, that's actually the magic number here to just instantly one-shot a Stalker, and Sentries do so little damage. They're not well suited for this at all. Another Stalker getting very low there, but no focus fire from Orion. And those Banshees are stacked on up, and they're killing so much stuff. I'd love to see them go home and repair right now, since they've already done a lot of damage. That Stalker probably should trade itself here. Blink after them, kill a Banshee, and then get taken out, but doesn't do it. 4th base is on the way. 3rd base finished on location there for Ruff. I do like that. When you've got a bit of momentum, take it on location. He's got still, it's just Blue Flame, Hellion, Banshee, Ghost. I mean, Mass Banshee too. So what do we got? Fusion Core, Double Armory. These Banshees have done so much. And for anyone who's wondering, by the way, what a noob to take damage to Banshees, I'm going to be the first to admit it, guys. I've lost games to Avillo going Mass Banshees. You never play against Mass Banshees as Protoss, alright? You never do, so you don't realize how much damage they do. You're like, Stalkers beat air units? And then you realize the Banshees just kill the Stalkers if you don't have a massive amount. I often have found that you actually need to either feed back the Banshees out of the sky. Full Energy Eye Templar, of course, can snap the energy off 4 of them, do a lot of damage to them. Storm's really good when they're clumped up as well. But what's better is the Stargate. And the Stargate did just get put down, so Stargate's finished. If Orion can get a few Phoenix out, that'd be really helpful. Doesn't have Observer speed yet, though. So remember, these Banshees way quicker than that Observer. They're able to just dart in and out at will. Unfortunately, though, Orion is seeing everything, so Ruff doesn't really have any surprises right now as he goes into 1-1 air upgrades, and he's swapping into battle cruisers. I think that's a good idea. The Banshees are great harassment unit. He's got 10, 11 of them there. I mean, they're going to do a lot, and he's just going to keep looking for damage, harassment, keeping his opponent small, and he's actually matching the opponent's supply really well. Cannons are still around, but look how quickly the Banshees take those out. Thinking about darting in, decides not to. EMPs. He does EMP some of those Archons. Dude, can he take out this army? Oh, he doesn't have any more EMPs for the Stalkers, which is a bit of a bummer. But the Observers are a little bit far behind, so Orion actually, he can't just headbutt chase this. Look at the way Ruff's trying to kite him down. Ruff wants to kill that Archon, he gets it. Ruff's just gonna fight this. I think this is a little dangerous from Ruff. Uh-oh, I think Ruff's overstayed. Because the extra Stalker warp-in changes everything. With a whole bunch of fresh Stalkers and the Observer overhead, yeah, a lot of Banshees go down there. So 6 Banshees have died, and that, I think, is okay for Orion, because Orion's got the 4th base economy up, and is looking okay in that regard. If Orion can kind of, you know, blossom up that economy and so on, definitely in a good position. Also, I mean, what is there to defend a counterattack? First 2 battle cruisers are here. Few Hellions going to go for a run by. No cannon battery on the most exposed base. If they go there, they're going to kill everything. Don't go to this base, Ruff. I don't think Ruff knows about it. But he goes there anyway, just to check. Oh, very nice. Oh, if he just moves those in the mineral line, they'll do so much. But he's not going to notice because he's about to get attacked. Okay, Widow Mine, Planetary Fortress. A few more Widow Mines coming down. Orion going to attack the Planetary. I think he should go for the natural. That's a more vulnerable target. The Widow Mine's unable to fire there. Great targeting by Orion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ruff's about to get breached. Ruff's got no planetary in the natural. He's got no defense here. He's going to teleport his battle cruisers across the map. His Hellions are dying to the Zealots. They didn't kill any of the probes. Oh, no. I really thought Ruff was doing so much better this game, but no siege tanks on the ground. I think he got a little bit too cocky. And we saw that Hellions aren't really a unit that's going to win the frontal fights. He is doing big economic damage, but he's taking it as well. And what's he got behind this? 3 Widow Mines at a time, Drilling Claws, and a bunch of BCs. But those BCs are all rallied out front. They're going to fly to their death. Banshees do fly in the south side. They're finally going to take out that very important base of Orion. And he's going for the Cyber Core. Ruff, realizing this is a desperate scenario, and he's got to kill the opponent's anti-air. Kills the Cyber Core. There is no other Cyber Core. Only Archons can be made to shoot up. Orion is in a frantic situation. Ruff stays cool, calm, and collected. He starts 2-2 air upgrades in Yamato. Meanwhile, Orion has not rebuilt the Cyber Core. Okay, it goes down here, but that's in the natural. That's so close to the battle cruisers. They might come down there and kill that. Good recall is here, but is it enough Stalkers? Okay, the Archon goes down. Battlecruiser does fall, but dude, he's realizing he's got the numbers with the 1-1 upgrades. It's only 1-1 for the Stalkers. Stalkers should have an upgrade advantage by this point in the game, but they don't. And the gateways have been depowered. There's only 4 gateways up. And what are you going to warp in? Okay, there's 2 gateways there as well. 6 gateways powered right now. But for how long? I don't know if this is enough Stalkers. Orion coming up. We'll be able to get 1 more Battlecruiser. But is that going to cut it? I don't think so. The mules are not actually on auto repair right now. These are not mana mules. For those who are wondering, this is not Ruff being a dickhead. He's actually wanting to repair those BCs. He just fumbled on the auto repair a little bit. Oh, he's going to lose the BCs. Okay, the Stalkers have defended. This is a good hold for Orion, who could blink those Stalkers down from the high ground to the low ground. The Banshees, though. The Banshees have picked off all the mining down there. So even as that last BC flies on down, the Banshees, if they get this base, that's huge. Uh-oh. Oh, Orion had so much economy. He's still massing Stalkers here, but is about to be down. Double upgrades as well in the next 30, 40 seconds. I say 30, 40. That's actually a full minute away, but closer than Orion would want. And it's only a 2-base Ruff. Does that matter? His opponent's on 2-base. They're building just Stalkers up against Mass BC. He does catch some Widow Mines. Okay. Ruff, is he getting too aggressive right now? He's got 6 bench. Don't go in there, Orion. Oh, good dodge, good dodge. If Orion just moves this Observer, could clear every one of those Widow Mines for free. You could tell that Orion's... Oh, Orion's going all in. Orion's not rebuilding Nexi. Isn't putting the workers back to mine in the main. Orion's just making Archons and going. Orion says, 1 punch, let's take you out. I don't think Ruff's going to go down that easy. He's got a battle cruiser up. He's building another battle cruiser. 2-2's kicking in. The Banshees going to fly past in the north. They got to be careful. If that Observer gets in vision, the Stalkers will take him down. Oh, Ruff is so brave. Trying to abuse the fact there's no Observer. The moment there's an Observer, a Banshee gets snapped though. And he's got to pull on back. He's going to go and depower that production if he can. He gets one. Ooh, kills one Stalker. Gets another Stalker. First one, of course, was just a cancelled warp in, so most of that gets refunded. Oh, he's going to lose some Banshees here. Oh my god, they're so fast. But Blink will come off cooldown. Orion could definitely do more damage, but remember, the Observer. The Observer's too far away. Oh, and look, guys, he's going to try and bait him down here. Orion, oh! He might not have noticed that. Oh my god, these Archons. These Archons are easy pickings. They're easy pickings, dude. Oh, dude. Okay, Archons out on their own. The Stalkers, the Observer, all coming south, trying to help defend this one. Archon falls. The Stalkers come forwards. Oh, he wants to bait the Blink so badly. Oh, Ruff wants to bait him so goddamn badly. Look at this. He's like stacking him. He's like, come down here. Who wants to kill some Banshees? You know you want to kill some Banshees, you silly Protoss player. And that's right. Ruff does start speaking a little bit like that when he gets excited. What can I say, guys? Prism flies in, unable to find an opening. Ruff has relanded this command center on the natural. Third base mining this whole time very healthily. Main base still mining out the last little bit of gas in there. And the battlecruiser count steadily growing. He's on 2, 4 more about to pop. Observer does see this mass Widowmine coming forward. Orion's building Phoenix right now to try and hunt down the Banshees. But remember, without an Oracle or Observer speed, the Banshees are so hard to catch. Oh my god. Okay, at this point, Orion is like in that panic mode of what the hell is going on and how do I beat this? And look at that, kills the detection and cloak. You can't shoot what you can't see, dummy. Unfortunately, the Observer does finally get there. These Banshees, what an absolute party they had. We got to see Banshees in the scenario where they're always evading the opponent's detection, pulling back to the dead space, do a bit of damage, pull back, do a bit of damage, pull back. And we saw that even though Orion dropped the Stargate, was very kind of reticent to just commit into the Phoenix Oracle. And now, without rebuilding the economy at all, I mean, Ruff's economy may have been limping along, but you're building 2-2 BCs, you're on 5, 4 more building. This is a desperate all-in. We talked about how Orion was going all-in like 3 minutes ago, and then Orion just ended up trying to chase Banshees around in circles. Is going to go for it now, but I think it's way too late. 13 Stalkers, 2 Archons. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, the Phoenix are useless as well. Ooh, one Phoenix gets Yamato'd. More Yamato's going out on the Stalkers. Dude, is he even going to kill a single BC? Oh, if Ruff pulls that orange hit point BC back, he doesn't lose a single one here. Oh my god, a devastating final fight. And once again, he loves the late game battle cruisers. I love the Widowmine combo with it that time. And more importantly, I love the fact that the Banshees did not get their lives thrown away. They actually danced around the edges, finding those little bits of damage. And even in those early fights, just seeing them plus EMP combo, most expensive army in the game, but also one of the highest damage output. I think one of the, like, you can list the units that have higher damage per second, at least per their supply cost, of course, on one hand. I think the Ultralisk might be a little higher, though it's very, very close in terms of cost. DT is definitely higher. Immortal, when it's hitting armored units, one of the highest DPS units in the game. I don't know if there's any other units that do more damage per second than an actual Banshee. They shoot really fast, but they're bloody fragile, and that's usually why you don't get to see them do that much. But GG, well played, Ruff. You're a legend. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.